on to the playoffs in the Esports World Cup.
Enemy minions will arrive in 5 seconds.
This will definitely tell their fate. Will you continue tomorrow to enjoy the hotel, or will you fly out back to your home country? That is the question. But yeah, we're your caster. I'm Kaisaya. With me is Zero. We'll find out what it's going to be. Again, so much early game potential with the Byron and Prince of Landling coming from Vitality, but we have to wait a little bit sometime mid-game onto the end, the late game for the side of
should be feeling okay with taking this game to a later stage. The Direnjit does fall off. You've got the Prince of Landling and the Byron, which also falls off. So all they need to do really for the side of Impunity is survive the early game, survive the mid-game onslaught, take a few good fights, drag out the game a little bit, and then take the late game fights where they do have the stronger composition.
And as we can see, as expected, Byron early game potential. They're trying to bully the Charlotte onto the top side. So no wonder why this is actually being done. But I love so far. Oh, but hold on, because we're seeing an even lower HP onto the side of Byron. So much HP regeneration anyway with the second skill of this Charlotte on the top. So I guess now it's now a playstyle of like, okay, who's got a better, you know, mechanics in here? Like, who's got a better fingers?
Byron definitely has the lifesteal advantage in terms of overall lifesteal, and easier to play as well mechanically. There's less mistakes that you can really do with the Byron. You just have to really land your skills. But like you said, it's a very skill-based matchup up in top lane. But mid lane, oh, my Shinoi going in deep. Lady Z in some trouble. He uses the crystal to invulnerable, put herself in invulnerable form. Not gonna take too much damage after that, and forces the Prince of Landling to back off.
Definitely. I mean, this is an assassin, not even marked as a fighter or whatnot. But for the meantime, let's see an attempt for an engage from the dude, or rather a steal of the jungle camps of Team Vitality in there onto the top side. But no success because there were 3 members coming from Vitality's side. But for the meantime, look at the pokes being dealt by the Long on the bot side. All alone is a D-Renji again. Range difference will definitely favor.
Yeah, the good thing about the Long is that he can just constantly poke and harass from a long range. His combination, even though the moment you walk out of range, as long as you were in range when you use your skills, they will land on your opponent, and the damage does start to pick up, especially when he's constantly healing up as well. So early game looks like it was a lot of poking and prodding, trying to find an opening, but no team has been able to strike first and strike hard. So we are going in towards the 4-minute mark very soon with the first Tyrant spawning. Prince of Landling trying to find a mark, trying to find a victim. Can he find someone else? It is only the Dun, not the target he's looking for.
That's so true, but anytime soon we might be expecting some, you know, lead to happen. If so, team fights will be fully committed by either of the teams. For the meantime, pokes here and there. Look at the damage being done by the Lady Jen onto the mid, forcing the members of Team Vitality to back away. But the Prince of Landing yet has to find a kill, a target, a good gank, because somehow the rotation from the Daxiao and the Dun is already being quite annoying. They're really making sure that Charlotte will be well guarded in such a way she will be protected.
The assignment
from
was
being
clear
taken
for
down
the side of
by
Impunity. Drag out the game as long as you can and win the late game, and they are doing exactly that. Turtling up, not really making any aggressive plays, but it will be Vitality striking first, getting a first blood on towards Megumin, on towards that Dacia. Bottom lane going down very quickly as well. It is going to be the tier 1 tower in some trouble there, as Vitality looking to strike fast, strike hard. Both sides though taking a trade in the jungle objective. Overlord and Tyrant going 1 apiece to both teams.
That's true, and that's what we're looking for. City Boy going for the first blood. Well, it was just the roamer on the side of Impunity, but still, in terms of getting the itemization that City Boy would need as a Prince of Landling, then he'll still be happy about it. But yeah, this tower on the bot though is about to fall down. Anytime soon, this can fall off, and I think Team Impunity have yet to find a way to also shred some HP bars onto the tower. But for the meantime, I'm seeing some rotation now going onto the top side, so not pretty clear if they're gonna be fully committing in that because there's a rotation going towards
the mid lane is the most probably the most important tower that they need to defend. They need to make sure they don't lose early on because it gives so much access in towards your own jungle there. Black has to back off there with the help of the Dachiao, but still no kills being given away on both sides here. The Crimson Golem, they're trying to defend it the best they can, and they will move the Lady Zen there, and it will be Megumi the one to pick up the last hit.
But in the middle lane though, a fight is happening. So assist on the top side, but here super low on HP. Jun will not survive the burst damage coming up from Highland. Our Maishi, the new way in the game, and the rest of the members of Team Vitality will actually go for a nice push of minion waves onto the bot, forcing the members of Impunity to clump up together. Go for the defense. Long in here, not dishing a lot of damage as of yet. And look at that one. Space created by the Byron, allowing Shanks to
Boy
go for
finding
the
a target.
It's
gonna be the long. Is he gonna pop the ultimate in time? The burst damage is it gonna be enough? Not enough. He pops the ultimate just in time to be able to survive their infinite vastness, able to keep Shaolin alive for for a little bit longer, and that is going to be going in.
Look at that.
Blue team has slain an enemy.
Look at that play. Oh my. Nice try from Highland though. I mean, I thought he's actually going to be able to pick off someone in the mid, but I think that went back to him instead because Black was there. He is also taking a lot of tower damage, so I guess that was quite a bit of a mistake to actually dive under the tower. But for the meantime, in here, look at what City Boy is doing, trying to go for a kill onto the back line. You can see the rest of the members in here from the side of Impunity trying to sustain themselves with the HP regen and the heals. They will be able to be safe and killing off 2 members on the side of Vitality in the process. And there you go. Happy Impunity right after that fight because they got the map control.
That was a huge rotation coming from Ashing there. Able to keep his teammate alive and get the kill on towards, I believe it was 90. So very timely rotation there by the Charlotte, as well as of course Megumi, keeping his team alive for so long. The knockups were crucial. The recalls were absolutely amazing, and that fight has allowed Impunity to come back in towards this game, and they're almost evening out the net worth right now.
That's true. 20 to 21k. Still a way for Vitality to catch up, but they cannot prolong the game any further. They have to find a way to find the pick of that they need. Kill of Megumi or kill of Shaolin in here. I think, I mean, you can see where the Prince of Landling is trying to go for a rotation, but he's nowhere getting that lookout onto his primary targets because they are actually in the bot going for the push, so they have just decided on to go for a
try to make a play against X-Hero, but X-Hero able to keep himself alive for the longest of time. 4 versus 2 towards the mid. They will send back the Lady Zendo, but here comes 5 heroes coming from the side of Vitality. They're trying to look for a fight. CT Boy trying to wrap around the far side, trying to find the long, maybe trying to find maybe Megumi might be the target he really wants to bring down as well, because the amount of heals and the amount of CC that she brings in is really starting to be annoying. But here, both teams are just waiting for the Tyrant to spawn. Actually, the Tyrant has already spawned, so they're trying to find a better position to take a fight.
Definitely, but now I think the minion waves are going so well onto the top side. Prince of Lanling have yet to find that opening to get a kill onto someone from the side of Impunity, making it hard for them to actually, you know, try to finish off the game as fast as possible. Because again, they were now going on to a 10-minute mark the soonest, but I love the fact that they have actually taken this Overlord for themselves. At least will help them out.
That will alleviate some of the lane pressure that the Charlotte was bringing in. So that's going to be very important here for Impunity to deal with, making sure that they don't lose more than just don't lose too many towers here in this side. So this mid lane again constantly under pressure from the side of Vitality. They're trying to find an opening there. Black trying to engage, trying to find somebody, catch them off guard, but not able to find anyone at the moment.
Not yet. Going on to a stalemate this time, so a lot of things can happen, and we can see what our side laners are actually doing as well. Just going for the pressure onto the opposite part of the map, but oh, look at the damage! What an off-cam kill in here. Our city boy will no longer be a city boy because he will go on to heavens. He will fall down onto the hands of Long. And there goes actually a good position even for Impunity to maybe, if they want to, secure this objectives, whether it be the Overlord or the Tyrant. They have a good position, but maybe also it's a good way for them to actually go for a push or a siege in the mid. Hold stop, because one member in here of Impunity is super low on HP. Megumi will fall down, and the rest of the members of Team Vitality in here, however, will try to back away. Zhang Fei going for the frontline protection for his teammates, and there you go. Everyone will just back away for the
That
meantime.
cannot be caught off like that is Megumi. He just provides way too much to the team, and the moment he falls, you can see that Impunity was hesitant to take any fight after that. So the side of Vitality, they found an opening, they got a pick up on towards Megumi, but not being able to convert that into any sort of objective anywhere across the map. Now they're trying to go for the Tyrant, and they'll be able to make swift work out of this, but can the side of Impunity make a response in time? Maybe get something else done across the map, maybe push up the top, but not in time. They're going to lose the Tyrant for nothing, and they're going to be able to maybe contest the Overlord as well.
They do have the Chain Lightning buff in here, giving My Shirogiri more magical power output, and looks like they're gonna go for that. Unbridled Outburst has been used by the Zhang Fei, but members of Impunity are still so persistent into defending, so they don't want to give this out to Team Vitality, and also there's a good pressure onto the bot as well onto the side. So still quite a stalemate situation.
Really playing rather safe right now, knowing that this is their last chance, their last possible chance to make it to the playoffs of the Esports World Cup. That's why you see them not really taking any huge chances, making sure they cross their I's and dot their T's, or is it the other way around? But hey, it's still the lead right now for the side of Vitality. Only 1,000 net worth, not the biggest lead in the world, but still something to take note of as they're trying to finish off this mid-tier 1 tower. But still very patient from Impunity. They know that they have superior late game. They're not trying to be over aggressive themselves. Top lane, bottom lane though, they're getting pushed out quite far. It's going to be the Byron to try and defend this on himself. The Dacia will take everybody here. 5 heroes trying to bring down this tower. The tower goes down really quickly, and Impunity catches the side of Vitality off guard. But can they get away safely? Can they back off without losing too many members? They lose Black. CT Boy towards the back line. He finds Megumi. Is he going to go for the kill though? He's going to look for Long. Oh no, not enough damage yet. They're going to be able to recover. The Ashen gets a double kill before he needs to back off here. So it is just a 2-for-1 trade for Impunity, and they also get the tier 3 tower.
Actually, it's so funny. There goes the ultimate coming from the Dacia already going for that, but they went back to the base to just go back to the same place. So I think that was like, okay, we go back already, but they went again back to the same place. I don't know what happened in there. Maybe they're looking for a chance. Okay, this is already going towards the late game, and I mean, we all know that Prince of Lanling is not so strong in the late game, so we might as well try to fight again. But yeah, I think they gotta respect that. Once your cooldowns have already disappeared, you gotta respect that one. Go for a reset, because the tower objective has already been taken down.
You know,
in the
still they should be feeling pretty happy about themselves there. From the side of Impunity, they made a huge cross-map play, and they were able to catch Vitality off guard. Getting that tier 3 tower is huge, because it means that, hey, they will be feeling even more confident to drag out the late game longer, because the enhanced creeps will continue pushing off the bottom lane. That will alleviate a lot of the map pressure that Vitality can really bring. And right now, after all of that, but Impunity is back in the driver's seat.
Definitely, they are back, and this is again going on to the late game, which will make it even harder for CT Boy to make a play, even try to get Long, because he can just, like, you know, burst it down by the Long if he tries to pick him off. And if looking at the itemization, more survivability is added in here. Definitely not something you can burst down, even
One
as
saving
an
grace
assassin.
is that the Diren J is more farmed right now than the Long, but Long is not too far behind to try and catch up here. Black in some trouble. He has to Pop is Shoes trying to back off, but his entire team is right behind him. He's not feeling too scared, and they will try and contest this Overlord there. This Overlord will allow them to push up another lane, but if Vitality is able to somehow get a good fight, that might just turn things around. Here it goes, Charlotte towards the front lines. They're getting knocked back by the Rider out first. They will, Impunity will get the Overlord, so it will be Vitality backing off for now, knowing that there's nothing left to fight for. No ultimate also left for the Zhang Fei.
So true, and this is gonna help out Impunity in pushing the lanes even further. Again, prolonging this series. That is the goal of Impunity, and they're getting even closer in there. We can even say that they have the lead here already, and they can even be more empowered onto a much later stage. Now we just wait for what can potentially happen as they try to set up some
they're
plays
trying
in the middle
to
lane.
find an opening to finish this game. They know that they have the slight lead. They don't want to give Vitality a chance to climb back in towards this game, so they are trying to push the advantage right now, which could be a problem for them, because if they lose a fight here, Vitality might be able to end the game right here. Then City Boy trying to find an opening. He's behind. He's trying to find Megumi or Shaolin from the backlines. He's very patient. He's waiting for the opportunity. They lose the Mai Shiranui right away. They also are in trouble here. They lose the Byron. 2 heroes already down. Longy has to use his ultimate, but they get a kill on towards City Boy. Only one last hero left standing here for the side of Vitality. It is going to be Benji. Shanks is up there. Shanks is down. They lose 2 heroes. They lose more. The Crystal is going down. Impunity will be going to the playoffs of the Esports World Cup unless the Zhang Fei is able to do anything about it.
Blue team killing spree.
I think this is gonna be it though, because the rest of the members of Team Vitality are all